Hi and welcome to Inventory Rental Management System developed using Python. Now let me show you guys how this works. I can always reset the data you guys have there, and let's say we select number of days for the item to be rented for. Let's say it's a van and we're renting it for maximum of 270 right there. Can always select here to check all of those if you need them or not, and here just select whatever you feel relate to you. So here all you just need to then do is click on total, and that's what happened. You can always exit if you want, and so on. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Python development environment and we'll put one together. Let's do that now, guys. Welcome back to Python. I'm going to start by importing as follows: Tkinter, and I'm going to import in all of the components. Then the next thing I want to import will be, let's import all the component that we would use for the widget like Combobox and so on. Then the next one that I'm going to import, let me import the random function, and what about message box? Import that as well. So let's say import the Tkinter message box. Paste that right there, and that will be dot message box. Okay, what else do we want? I'm going to import date and time as well. Get rid of that. Copy, come right there, import date time, because I'm going to need those. Let me import this other message. I think I may import from, that'll be from Tkinter. Put that off. From Tkinter, import the following. Yeah. Now I'm going to create a class, and I'm going to call it rental underscore inventory. That is the name of my class right there. Alright, let's round it all up here. There. Okay, I'm going to even save my project now. Let's copy that. I'm going to go to File, Save As, and let's just say py underscore rental inventory, and click on Save. There we go, that's done. Now the next thing I want to do will be to create my methods. So right underneath here, I'm going to create a function. Let's say find, and that is going to be self.root. Now the next thing is I'm going to say self.root equals root, and that's going to be the name of the app itself, equals root. And self.root again, I'm going to enter a title for it, and the title is going to be, let's say, rental inventory system. Now let's take care of the geometry. Let's say geometry, and that will be, I'm going to make that 1350 by 800 plus 0 plus 0. The plus 0 plus 0 is the coordinate. Okay, the 1350, that's the width, and this is the height. This is just the coordinate where the application will start from. So if I come in here, and well, before that, let's add a background, or let's just run it. That's fine. If I run it now, this is what you guys will see. So let's take care of the arrow. That should be a comma there. There we go. And now let's run it and see. Oh, that's meant to be. Sorry about that. And this ought to be indented, else there will be an error there. Okay. Now let's try to run this again. There we go. That's my system. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say root.config so that I can add a background there. So root.config okay, .config or background. So let's say background, and I'm going to make that equals games borrow, and that's one of those colors there. Close that. I believe the spelling is right. So let's run it. It's going to be a little bit darker, a little bit dark gray. Yeah, that's fine. Now the next important thing I want to do now is I'm going to just add a break here, and because I want to create my frames, and the first one will be called main frame, and the main frame itself, we have the widget called frame. There we go. That's my main frame there, and this main frame is going to be right inside self.root. We just need to say comma. Let's enter a border of 20, and let's make the width 1350 comma, and height we make that approximately 700 comma, and back color for this very frame I'm going to make that black. Okay, and let's set the relief property. I'm going to make that equals widget. Close that. So let's just run this up, or say just it there, and right here we say dot grid. Right, there's one error here. So if I run the system, this is what you guys will see. That's the frame. Can you see it? Okay, it's run the whole system itself. Now I'm going to copy these same lines of code and just divide this very frame. Okay, so come in here. Let's get it indented properly, else there will be an error. So this is going to be, maybe call this one my left frame, and this will be my right. Yeah, that's still the left one, and this will be the right frame. Same thing here, and this frame, they are actually inside mainframe. Okay, so all I'm now going to do is I'm going to reduce this border to about 10, and the width, let's make the width about 750 here, and the other one I'm going to make that 560. There we go. Height, reduce it to about 6, and this one will be 600 as well. Okay, instead of using gray, I'm going to get it packed to the left and to the right. Pack this one to size equals that is the left one, yeah, left, and the other one is going to be right. Copy, paste, and this one is packed to the right there. Okay, so I'm just going to save and run. There we go. Now I now have my frames divided to how I want it. So what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to divide these two frames again. So let's copy these, paste this here, and just call that divided frame. Okay, next thing now is the subframes. So I'm just going to speed that up. There they are. So let's run it and you guys see how it all looks like now. There we go. That's how the whole interface looks right now. I've divided it all up. Okay, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left frames and 3 right frames. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put lines there just to know which frame belongs to which. So I'm going to copy that and paste that here, and this is going to be for my right frame here, and let's just copy this. I need 2 more of those. And the whole idea is just for this to give me peace of mind when I'm coding, so that I will know where to go. Makes life a little bit easier. And the other one is going to be for the left frame. So the left frame is 4 in total. 4 of those. So copy that and just change things around. Okay, there we go. So with the right frame, I can start with the right frame or the left frame. Okay, let's start with the right frame. But first of all, let me define all of the variables I intend to use. So I'm going to come right underneath here and just paste my variable there, right here, underneath all of the frames. Those are my variables. So let's just copy this and call that variables. And these are variables. Okay, those are the variables, guys. Have a good look at them so that you don't get it mixed up. Here are the frames. And for now, this is how the system looks. Now let's start with this very one first. Right. And let's go to right frame 0. So according to how it's set out, this will be the right frame 0, right frame 1, and right frame 2, and left 0, left 1, left 2, left 3. So let's do it like that. Okay, with the right frame 0, let's do as follows. There we go. Those are the lines of code for the right frame 0, and I've officially used this variable right here, and that is it up here. Okay, have a good look at it. I'm now going to run it. That is just a label and a combo box, and inside the combo box we have the following. Select an option, yes or no. There we go, that is it right there. And we need 5 more. So we're gonna have to speed that up as well for the sake of time. So let's move this up. There we go. So have a good look at it, the lines of codes, guys. Right. Okay, let's run it and you see that. There we go. That's how it all looks now. Okay, so I'm going to close that so that you guys can have a good look at it. Those are the lines of codes. Okay, we will now enter a text widget right inside the right frame 1 here. That will be used for my display. There we go. Those are the lines of code for the text widget. Now let's run that. There, you see that. Okay, underneath here I'm going to need some labels and text entrance. And right here is my very first text entry, which is going to be for the tags, and that's the label, and this is the text entry. Okay, label, text entry. So let's run that to see how it looks like. There. Okay, we can enter our tags there. Close that, and let's just pick that up for subtotal and total. There we go. That's for my subtotal, the widget for the subtotal, label and text. You can see the text start with TXT, the label start with LBL, and that's total. So let's run it. There we go. That's how it looks like. Now let's take care of the right hand side, the left hand side actually. So okay, inside the left frame, so I'm going to enter as follows for label and a combo box. There we go. That will be the name that refers to the combo box, and inside its combo box I have the following items that can be hired or rented from this company. So let's run it and see, and you guys see what I'm talking about. There we go. Okay, those are the 4 items that this company, that this software is designed for. Okay, now let's close that. So we need to add some labels and more combo box. I'm just going to copy these and speed that up, and there we go, guys. Those are the lines of code for this very frame, which include text box, labels, combo box. So have a good look at it. You can always pause the video so that you type it out. So I'm going to run the program now. There. And the next one here, I'm going to now add combo box and text box. So all I just need to do is to copy and paste. Come right down here. I'm going to copy the combo box and text box and paste it inside that very frame. And change the frame address around. It's copied. So let's come right down here. Press enter. That is it, done for frame 1. Okay, let's take it down so that you see the rest of the lines of codes. And finally, okay, let's take care of frame left frame 2. That's left frame 1 and left frame 2 now. So first thing first, inside left frame 2, I'm going to have to divide the frame into 2 itself. That is it. Okay, so is divided into left frame to left left and left frame to left right. So let's run it and you see how it looks like. There, that's how it's been divided. Now let's add some inside the left frame left left. I'm going to add checkbox, and here I've just add text widget, 4 text widget in there. And right there, these are the lines of code from here down here for the left frame left left, and that is for the checkbox. So let's run it to see how it looks like. There. Okay, so what I want to do now is let's add a line here. There. Okay, I'm going to copy this line and use it for my right frame. Paste it there and change this to right. There we go. And we will then enter the following codes for left frame to left right. There we go. If I run it now, this is what you guys will see. There. Okay, so we need 4 of those, so let's add 3 more. Copy this. Let's just enter as follows. 2 there. Let's get this indented to prevent errors, and here as well. Okay, now the row, this will be row 0, this will be 1, 2 and 3, and let's change their name. So this is 3, this will be 2, and that will be 1. So that's their name. So they are named according to their row. Okay, let's run that and see how that's going to look like. There we go, look at that. Now finally let's take care of this one. That will be for the buttons, and right here are the lines of codes for the buttons: the total, the reset, and the exit. If you want to know more about all of the properties, you can always research that on Python site itself. Okay, let's run it and you see how it all looks like. There we go. So nothing is happening right now, but I'm just going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.